The .38 Special has fooled everyone for over 100 years. Today, we're exposing the shocking truth they don't want you to know. Hidden flaws, twisted history, dark secrets that will blow your mind. Let's dive in and uncover what they've been hiding. Where it stands in the modern era. So where does the .38 Special fit in today's world? The answer might surprise you. While everyone's chasing the latest polymer-framed striker-fired wonder gun, smart shooters are rediscovering what made the .38 Special legendary in the first place, and manufacturers are taking notice. Modern revolvers making a comeback. Smith & Wesson never stopped making .38 Special revolvers, but now they're putting serious engineering into them again. The Model 442 Airweight, the Model 638 Bodyguard, the Performance Center guns. These aren't your grandfather's police revolvers. They're purpose-built defensive tools that happen to chamber a century-old cartridge. Ruger's LCR series revolutionized the snub-nose revolver market. Lightweight, reliable, and chambered in .38 Special Plus P, it proved that the old cartridge could work in modern designs. Even Colt is back in the game with the Cobra series. The market has spoken. There's still demand for quality .38 Special revolvers. Situational advantages they can't ignore. Here's what the semi-auto crowd doesn't want to admit. There are situations where the .38 Special revolver is simply better. Arthritis makes racking a slide difficult or impossible. The revolver's simple operation means it can be used by anyone with enough strength to pull a trigger. No complicated manual of arms, no safety to remember, no malfunction drills to master. Load, point, shoot. It's foolproof. Deep concealment demands reliability above all else. The .38 Special snub nose disappears in an ankle holster or pocket, and it works every time, even after months of neglect. When you need to shoot through clothing or make contact with an attacker, the revolver doesn't go out of battery. Semi-autos can fail in contact situations. Revolvers don't. New loads, new capabilities. The ammunition industry hasn't forgotten the .38 Special. In fact, some of the most innovative defensive loads are being developed for this obsolete cartridge. Buffalo Bore's heavy .38 Special loads push the cartridge to new performance levels while maintaining the platform's inherent reliability. Federal's Punchline includes a .38 Special load specifically designed for short-barreled revolvers, addressing the exact guns most people actually carry. Hornady's Critical Defense .38 Special is optimized for concealed carry revolvers, with consistent expansion from 2-inch barrels. These aren't afterthoughts or legacy products. These are serious defensive loads developed by people who understand that the .38 Special isn't going anywhere. Professional endorsements. While internet experts debate stopping power, real professionals quietly continue recommending the .38 Special for specific applications. Massad Ayub, one of the most respected names in defensive shooting, has repeatedly endorsed quality .38 Special loads for self-defense. Many police departments still issue .38 Special revolvers as backup guns or for plainclothes officers who need deep concealment. Federal air marshals carried .38 Special revolvers for years because of their reliability and the reduced risk of over-penetration in aircraft. The truth is that people who bet their lives on their guns often choose the .38 Special, not because it's the most powerful option, but because it works. History and legacy reimagined. Let's start where the lies began, with the story they don't want you to hear in full. 1. Smith & Wesson was facing a problem. The military wanted something more powerful than the .38, Long Colt, which had embarrassingly failed to stop determined fighters in the Philippines. The answer? The .38 Smith & Wesson Special, a cartridge that would go on to change everything. But here's the first truth they won't tell you. This wasn't designed to be a weak round. It was engineered to be the perfect balance of power, accuracy, and controllability. The .38 Special delivered 200 grain lead bullets at 950 feet per second. Respectable power for its time, packaged in a cartridge that could be fired accurately by anyone. World War I came, And while everyone talks about the 1911 and the 45 ACP, thousands of American servicemen carried 38 special revolvers overseas. They trusted their lives to it in the trenches of France. World War II? Same story. Military police, naval officers, and countless others relied on the 38 Special when it mattered most. But it was in the hands of American law enforcement where the .38 Special truly proved itself. For nearly a century, from the 1900s through the 1980s, this was the round that kept the peace. The Colt Detective Special, the Smith & Wesson Model 10, the Colt Police Positive. These weren't just guns, they were the tools that built modern policing. Walk into any police station built before 1990 and you'll find stories. Stories of officers who survived deadly encounters because they had 6 rounds of .38 Special ready to go. No malfunctions, no failures to feed, no stovepipes. Just point, pull the trigger, and the gun worked. The truth they tried to bury. So what's the real truth about the .38 Special? The truth they've been hiding from you? The .38 Special isn't outdated, it's just misunderstood. It's been the victim of a perfect storm of marketing hype, internet misinformation, and the American obsession with more is better. Here's what the gun industry doesn't want you to realize. Effective defensive cartridges aren't defined by their ballistic specifications on paper. They're defined by their ability to stop threats in the real world, under real conditions, fired by real people under stress. By that measure, the .38 Special is one of the most successful defensive cartridges in history. It stopped more criminals, saved more lives, and proven itself in more life-or-death situations than any other handgun cartridge ever made. The numbers don't lie. Over 125 years of continuous production, billions of rounds manufactured, adopted by law enforcement agencies worldwide, still chosen by professionals who understand what works. But here's the final revelation. The .38 Special's greatest strength isn't its ballistics, it's its reliability. In a world of complex firearms that can fail in dozens of ways, the .38 Special revolver offers something that can't be quantified in foot-pounds of energy: certainty. When you pull that trigger, the gun fires. When you need 6 shots, you get 6 shots. When your life depends on your gun working, the .38 Special works. That's not old school. That's timeless. The ammunition companies want you to buy their latest offering. The gun manufacturers want you to upgrade to their newest model. The internet experts want you to chase ballistic perfection. But sometimes, perfection isn't about having the most of everything. Sometimes it's about having exactly what you need, when you need it, every single time. In the right hands, the .38 Special isn't a relic of the past. It's a tool that's proven itself for over a century and will continue proving itself for centuries to come. The truth has been exposed. The question is, what are you going to do with it? The untold truth. Here's where the cover-up begins. Somewhere along the way, the gun community decided that bigger numbers always mean better performance. More velocity, more energy, more everything. And the .38 Special became the victim of a numbers game that completely missed the point. Myth number 1. The .38 Special is weak. This is the big lie that started it all. Weak compared to what? Let's look at the numbers they don't want you to see. A standard 158 grain .38 Special round generates about 200 foot-pounds of energy. Sound unimpressive? Here's what they won't tell you. Energy doesn't equal stopping power. Never has, never will. The .38 Special's 158 grain lead round nose bullet penetrates 12 to 14 inches in ballistic gelatin, right in the FBI's optimal range for self-defense. It creates a permanent wound channel that's been dropping threats for over 100 years. But because it doesn't produce flashy hydrostatic shock or temporary wound cavities, the internet experts dismiss it. Meanwhile, the beloved .380 ACP, the round everyone recommends for concealed carry, typically generates less energy than a .38 Special. But nobody calls the .380 weak. Why? Marketing. Myth number 2. Modern loads haven't improved it. This might be the most dangerous lie of all. The .38 special of today isn't your grandfather's .38 special. Plus P loads push 125 grain bullets to 1,000 plus feet per second. Hollow points expand reliably. Modern propellants burn cleaner and more efficiently. Spear Gold Dot. Federal HST. Hornady Critical Defense. These aren't the soft lead bullets of 1898. These are engineered projectiles that deliver devastating terminal performance while maintaining the .38 special's legendary reliability. But here's the kicker. Most people comparing the .38 special to modern cartridges are still using outdated performance data from standard pressure, lead-round nose loads from the 1950s. It's like comparing a Model T to a Tesla and concluding that cars are slow. Myth number 3. Revolvers are obsolete. The semi-auto crowd loves this one. Why carry 6 shots when you can carry 15? They ask. Here's what they're not considering. Reliability under adverse conditions. When your semi-auto jams because you limp-wristed it, or because lint got in the action, or because you didn't maintain it properly, the .38 special revolver keeps working. Press the trigger, the gun fires, every time. Simplicity of operation, no safeties to forget, no slides to rack, no magazines to seat properly, point and shoot. Even under extreme stress, even with limited fine motor control, the revolver works. And here's the truth that really bothers them. In most defensive situations, 6 shots are enough. The FBI's own statistics show that the average civilian defensive shooting involves fewer than 3 rounds fired. 6 shots of .38 special, delivered accurately, will end any threat that can be ended with a handgun. Myth number 4. The recoil is too much. This one is almost laughable. The .38 special has moderate recoil, less than a 9mm in most cases. But the gun community has convinced itself that anything more than 22 LR is snappy and hard to control. The truth: the .38 special's recoil is part of its effectiveness. It's enough to let you know the gun fired, but mild enough for accurate follow-up shots. It's the perfect balance, something the cartridge's designers understood over a century ago. People love to dunk on the .38 special, but most of them have never even shot it. They're repeating internet wisdom from forums and YouTube videos, not speaking from experience. And that's exactly what the ammunition manufacturers want. Customers chasing the latest and greatest instead of recognizing what actually works. The ballistics they don't show you. Here's some data that might surprise you. A .38 special plus P 125 grain hollow point produces similar ballistics to many 9mm loads. The .38 special's larger diameter bullet, 357 inches, creates a bigger wound channel than the 9mm 355-inch bullet. In barrel lengths under 4 inches, the .38 special often outperforms the 357 Magnum due to more complete powder burn. The .38 special has a proven track record of stopping threats that spans over 100 years, longer than any other defensive cartridge in continuous use. But you won't see these comparisons in most ballistics discussions. They don't fit the narrative that newer is always better. There you have it, the shocking truth about the .38 special finally exposed. If this video opened your eyes to the truth about the .38 special, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that cuts through the marketing hype and gets to the real story. And if you want to dive deeper into this debate, check out our comparison video, 9mm versus .38 special, the showdown they don't want you to see. We break down the numbers, the myths, and the real-world performance data that will surprise you. We've given you the facts, the real history, the genuine performance data, and the honest assessment that every shooter deserves to know. The choice of what to do with this information is entirely yours. The truth is out there. Sometimes you just need to know where to look. The hidden flaws, the twisted history, the secrets they tried to bury. Now you know what they didn't want you to discover. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and remember, the best gun is the one that works when you need it most.